All right, cycle 3. This is week 4. Day 1. Strength day 1, my brain didn't work. We're gonna stick again with that side lying abdominal 360 breathing, but really working on our rib tuck. So we're on our side. Make sure we're not flared out, but our ribs are tucked to be stacked right here with our ribs, or with our hips. We're gonna breathe in, expansively, breathe out, draw together and up. One minute each side for that one before we move into our warm-up. We're gonna start with sliding bird dogs. So I'm gonna reach my right arm out and my left leg is going to slide. Inhale, exhale. 10 total here. Making sure that I'm in a neutral position with my back. I'm stacked. And that my hips do not shift. Then I'm gonna move to a side lying ball push. I can be up on my forearm or I can be propped down low. If I'm up on my forearm, I wanna make sure my ribs are not slack, but in a good position. Inhale, and then on the exhale, push as hard as you can into that ball, and it's going to pull up your TAs. You don't have to use a ball. You can also just push into the floor. It just gives you more of a tactile cue to use that Pilates ball. 10 per side. Before we move on to supine knee presses or TA activation marches, whichever you'd like to call those. So we're in this position. We're going to exhale. The harder we press our knee into our hand, the more contraction we're gonna get in our core. We're gonna do all those moves one more time for our warm-up. Then we're gonna move into our strength superset. We're still at 2 to 3 rounds for 12 to 16 repetitions per side. We are going to progressive overload by either moving up in weight, if you still have weight to add, so if you had 5 pounds and you can shoot for 10 pounds, do that. Or we can move up in reps. So say you did 12 reps, let's shoot for 14 to 16 reps this time. But I don't know what you did last week as far as rep range or weight. So your progressive overload will be up to you to decide on weight increase or rep increase, either just as effective. So remember, you have that hinged glute contraction, those bicep curls with pauses, I forgot about those. So 2 seconds down on the bicep curls, the tricep kickback with 1 second pause at the top before you come down, and the goblet sit to stand with 2 seconds on the way down. All right, so moving through those same movements that we've had the whole cycle, and then the pelvic floor superset for this week is going to be a glute bridge banded pull apart. 30 seconds work here. So I'm going to exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. The closer our heels are to our booty, the better contraction we get in our glutes. And that moves on to a banded arm side step bear hold. So we're gonna need the band around our wrists. We're gonna be in the bear position. You can be on your knees or popped off of your knees. And you're just gonna side step with your hand. So exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Up top, it look like this. Moving back and forth for 30 seconds, and we'll do one more round of that.